Hey everyone, John Hartley, and I'm here with today's mail. The first two packages I'm going to open today are foreign coins. Brief catch you up if you haven't seen my videos before. I'm working on an album, or it's actually 3 albums now. Trying to get a coin from every country in the world. And I'm doing it off of Nemista.com, and they have a map on the page where you check and see how many coins you have. It shows all of your coins. And when you when you get a coin from a certain country, that country on the map turns blue. And I was working on turning all the countries blue. And then I realized that the first thing that tipped me off was when the Soviet Union broke up. A lot of its territory broke off on what used to be Soviet states are now countries of their own. But when you got a coin from the Soviet Union or from Russia, that all these little countries that are now countries of their own would fill in. So I've been getting several of those. So then I went to the country page, and I started working alphabetically from A on down, and I'm into E's, with one exception. A coin that I don't really have to have is because I already have a coin from the country as it is today, Belize. But that country used to be British Honduras. And a while back I bid on a coin and lost of a 25-cent 1890 something Queen Victoria. And if I can find that coin again at a good price, I'm still going to get one from British Honduras. Even though I've said I'm not trying to get every country that ever existed, I'm trying to get every country in the world as it is today. But when I see a coin I like, I do it. And this one is in that category. And I'm opening this one first because this one was not on my informed delivery tracking. Informed delivery, they show you a picture of every piece of regular mail that's in your mailbox every day. If you don't know about informed delivery, go to the post office website and look up informed delivery and sign up. It's really a good thing. You can check your mail at 7:30 in the morning. And then it also shows you what packages you have every day in a different section, because they don't take pictures of packages. I forgot to tell you, informed delivery actually shows you a picture of the envelope if it's regular mail, your bills and stuff like that, or if you get something, like an envelope like that one there. But this one didn't. I had some generic tracking that was not related to the post office that said this was coming from some place called WCS in Apache Junction, Arizona. And I didn't order anything from Arizona. But everything that sits here today is everything that I have on order, and except for one coin that I ordered from somebody in Maryland. But you don't always have to put your real address on your thing, I guess. So this should be a foreign coin if the reason I'm opening it first is because if it's not, I can tell it's a coin. It's got an imprint right there. If it's not, I can just start this video over and y'all won't know this ever happened. But it is what I was looking for. I got it all taped in here and it looks like it came out of the flip. I hope it's not into the tape. This is interesting. Well, it did get into the tape. That's unfortunate. Hopefully it didn't hurt it. Of course, it's an old coin. It's probably seen its fair share of abuse. Oh, this thing's got some color to it too. It didn't show up on the pictures. Can y'all see that purple? Looks like Queen Victoria is wearing some rouge. But this is East Africa. And from what I read, it covered a couple of countries that exist today as independent nations. But when I saw this coin, it is in remarkably good shape for its age. It's East Africa. One piece. Beautiful little coin. Excuse me just a second. Yes, 1898. And ladies and gentlemen, I got this thing for a song, and it looks to be nearly uncirculated. I'll have to study it later on, but this is a sweet coin in my opinion. You can see the details in her hair nicely. I think the tips of the crown are a little bit worn or rounded down, so that's the AU part of it. It's not silver, obviously. I like to have silver, but when you can get a Queen Victoria 1800s coin looking this nice, then I would jump on it. So that pleases me very much. This is a nice coin. Very, very nice coin. And this is going to make a wonderful addition to my foreign coin album. And it's East Africa, so it's in the E's. I'll put this up here instead of over there. Never seen this kind of tracking before. It was something different. This is, I hate these packages. They don't let you use your knife. This is another foreign coin. Ah, look, it's going to let me use my knife. Good. I like my knife. Another foreign coin in the E's. Make sure this invoice isn't showing anything. I appreciate the way these people package and protect my coins, but sometimes they go to great extremes. I wish y'all could be here in South Carolina today. It is absolutely beautiful outside. Maxwell and I took our morning walk and it's just wonderful. All right. In the E's, again, this is Estonia. And I just looked it up. And Estonia is no longer a country, or it's one of those that it was a Russian state or something. I just looked it up, but I got so concentrated on that East Africa coin because I wasn't sure, that I'll leave it down in the description. I'll leave you comments on what country Estonia is today. It may be like one of those Russian states where it was Estonia, then it was Estonia, a Russian state, and now it's Estonia again. But this is 1930. This is part of what got my attention, the reverse on this coin. 2 krone. This is 500 silver, so 50% silver. And I like the design of it. It falls into the category of one of those that I didn't have to have, I believe. But, you know, it doesn't matter if I don't have to have it. It's my coin, my money, my coin collection. I'll do what I wish until somebody knocks at the door and says, you don't have any money left, give me your house. It won't go to that extreme. But 1930 silver coin, this is in pretty decent shape. I think the high point are the heads of those lions. The bottom lion being the most worn, I think. And I looked at several different images of this coin, whether it be on Numista or other coins on eBay or just Googling it. And this is one of those coins that just, well, I don't know if y'all are familiar with the Churchill coin that came out in the 60s from United Kingdom. And I looked and looked and looked and tried to find a nice crisp example of the Churchill coin. It's just one of those coins that was low relief or very weak strikes. And so this is about as good as the reverse gets on these coins. The clouds in the skies are just sort of almost look like they're halfway there. The building, which I have yet to find out what it is, but I will. That's the fun part about coins like this, is looking up and seeing what that building is or things like that. And then I go to places, then I go to Numista, and I go in and make changes to the site to add, because it asks for description of obverse and reverse of the coins. So if I can tell Numista what that building is, it improves that coin page, and it improves the site. That's how Numista grows. It by the people who use the website. All right. The next few coins are in a different category of my collection. And on this one, I did something I normally don't do, but where they show you a picture of a coin, and then they say they have 20 in stock. So you don't know what your coin is going to look like. But this was a little bit different. He showed a picture of an old bankroll, similar to the ones that I opened earlier this month, I believe it was. And then he showed a picture of all 50 coins, and they all had the same luster. And he showed a few coins of obverse and reverse. And when I bought it, I put a note with my payment saying that I'm working on an album. Please pick me out a good one. So people do this quite often. He sent me a bonus coin, and it's a shield cent. I'll check it out and make sure that there's not some sort of variety or what have you, but it's a shield cent. But that's nice of him. All right, let's see. I'm going to look at it closely to see if he sent me something good. They've got this thing taped up, and I want to get it out of this flip so y'all can see it better, and so I can see it better. There we go. Is it focusing? Anyway, it's I was working on the next year of my cent album, and which was 1953, and this is, there we go, 1953 San Francisco. And it looks like they did send me a good one. He didn't send me a note saying I hope you like it, but let's look at the reverse. The naked eye saw a couple of little contact marks, but overall I'd say that's a sweet coin. And the reverse looks a little bit better. It's and it's red. Nice coin for the so-called but not officially wheat cent album. If you don't know what I mean by that, go back and look at the video I made for it. I don't want to commit to a wheat cent album, because when you start getting into the older ones and you want one that's uncirculated and red, some of them are going to be impossible. So I just got a generic album that has instead of holes with numbers on it, it just has places for 2x2s or flips to fit in. So that I don't feel like I have to complete it. Next, I found one guy. I was looking at the 53s because I was doing all that day. I was trying to get 53 PDS, and I came across this seller, and they had listed a few coins all together. And then I said, well, looks like he's got a bunch of wheat cents for sale. So I clicked on see it seller's other items, and that seller had a bunch of wheat cents that were gorgeous. So I bought a few of them. It's a 1953 Philly. 1953 Denver. I just got on Numista while I was on his page and started going down the line and filling in blanks. You know, normally when I have a collection like the Franklin album that I do, unless I have some already, I go from newest to oldest and just go backwards filling in the coins. And I was working on the year 1953. But he had so many nice coins, and they were all at very reasonable prices, that I skipped a few years and found, when I found some others that were in great shape. 1944 Denver, if she'll focus for me. Those thumbs out of the way, maybe it'll work. This camera used to be the best focuser in the world, and now it seems to be having issues. There we go. Oh, that is pretty. That is pretty. Looks mark free. Nice. And I found a 1946 Denver. That looks really sweet. Yes. Very pleased, very pleased. So from that one seller, I got 4 coins, and he had more. He or she, I don't know which. He had more. So I'll probably go back and look at his page again and try to find some more for the album. This is everything that I have on order, so I don't have anything planned, nothing in the future, but no, I do have bids in on one foreign coin and some silver, and not the usual silver I get each month, so hopefully I'll win those. I think I'm gonna win the coin, the foreign coin, and the silver is, I'm almost right at my maximum bid is only $2 or $3 above what the last person bid. So, but it's with silver, and it's right on that line to where you're trying to get a good deal on silver, and somebody might be willing to pay a little bit more and not such a good deal. So we'll find out. But today is Friday. It's a pretty day. I got to go see the doctor. Seems my blood work on my liver was a little bit off. better not tell me I can't drink anymore because it's Friday. And like I said last week, I've already started walking, trying to get back in shape, lose a few pounds, and cut back on the bourbon. So I'll tell her that, and maybe she'll let me slide for 6 months and see if I can get those numbers down. But anyway, y'all aren't interested in that. And my brother's coming into town this weekend, sometime this afternoon, so we'll have a fun time. My brother is a very good cook, so when he comes to town, I eat very well. And this winter he vacationed up here, just sabbatical sort of. Not that my hometown's any nice place to vacation, but our family home is a nice place to come and just rest and relax. And he came up here and took about a month off from his work and just chilled. So he's coming to visit, and so it ought to be a good weekend here. Hope y'all have a good weekend, and until next time, I am 1042.